the best gift for America, and for Israel. This gift was first given to the American people after September 11 to prevent the mass layoffs and the recession. It was also given to bring conclusive victory in the war in Afghanistan. It was later modified to bring conclusive victory in the war of Iraq, bring strong, fast and definitive recovery for Louisiana after Hurricane Katrina, and to prevent the 2008 banking crises. It was also designed to save governments hundreds of billions of dollars on inefficient bailouts and would help the people overcome many futuristic crises.
You might ask how come one gift could have helped prevent and overcome crises of completely different nature that require completely different professional solutions? The answer is because the core of the gift was to build strong love, care, determination, commitments and other crucial values and characters in order to justify victories. Our concern at the time, for example, was not who is more correct, America or Al-Qaeda. But whatever winning in Afghanistan was justified without committing to prevent the 5 million layoffs and the recession.
Governments and other organizations usually fall into the trap of dealing with their abilities, costs and risks when planning solutions. Their plans very often fall very short because their plans are ultimately do not follow deep principles of justice. This statement has many important implications that you will learn in our link. Government servants and experts from every political and professional trends usually follow principles of logic that contradict the laws of justice.
Our gift was rejected by thousands of American authorities, public figures, organizations, and influencers. The result was that America has failed miserably in dealing with the crises mentioned above. Worst, the American people till today did not deal with the reasons America has failed so bad so many times. That would ultimately lead to even greater disasters.
Getting back to helping win the wars in Afghanistan and in Iraq. To emphasize that our plans included absolutely zero military suggestions. We realized that the 2001 recession and mass layoffs were caused due to important character and values flows amongst the public. Those flows were the exact ones that turned the tables of justice against America winning both wars. Our gift focused on inspiring and influencing the governments and the public into correcting those flows in order to make those victories justified. We wanted to motivate and influence the American people for actions that would bring about justified, conclusive and fast defeat of the crises above. It failed because people often chose to follow logical wishes rather than justice.
The people's behaviors brought about blindness that caused the 2008 banking crisis, a crisis that could have easily been prevented. Out of all people, the anti-banks demonstrators, through their actions, were the ones to justify the $700 billion bailout without even preventing the crisis. We focused on correcting flows of characters and values that the Israeli public at the time was stronger than the American public.
At the time, Islam has mostly failed to defeat Israel for 100 years. We warned that Islam might attack America, which is weaker regarding crucial characters, in order to gain victories with forces and momentums to establish similar flows within the Israeli public. That sadly did happen. Israel's war against Hamas is the ultimate war of good against evil. Yet, the 2003 legal reform was defiled by elements that justified the blindness in which Israel suffered the October 7th massacre. Worst, the left-wing demonstrators justify Israel's inability to force ultimate defeat and to release all the hostages through military operations. All sides of the Israeli public have flows that turn winning the war on world's public opinion to be unjustified. Often governments and protesters are manipulated by higher interests to bring about the exact opposite results from what they claim to wish.
Help America Win collection in the link below demonstrates how easy the American people could have prevented and defeated the crises mentioned above. Learn the reasons why we did not defeat those crises.
Help Israel 2023 collection lists a number of elements that must be taken out of the legal reform in order to turn it into a justified and strong reform. We also list changes that the Israeli public must make in order to justify absolute victory for Israel, including on the world opinion level.
You will learn in the Love of Elohim collection about the forces that influence the world and about the ways people and nations are being manipulated. You will also learn about crucial principles to justify good results. Learn the details at patreon.com/c/loveofelohim/posts. Please share this letter and support our works. Buy a tan cats.